All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is MC Dogo Destiny, and of course, you're still watching the Destiny Show. And thank you so much for tuning into the Destiny Show. Thank you so much for always following, for always subscribing. With me on the show, I am having the man of all season, the man that has always, the man that always make headlines, and of course, it goes by the name Yubu Onyong, Mr. Yubu. How are you?
I'm all right.
How is everything going?
We're trying.
For the interest of those who doesn't know more about Yubu, can you introduce yourself to those who are watching you for the first time?
I actually thought you had done that for me, but maybe for the safety of my own safety
Mm,
and first-hand information, I will have to do that.
mm.
By the names of Yubo Onyong, made of Lango, um, 28 years. I'm an inspirational person, a gospel singer,
Mhm,
a church boy.
mhm.
Um, I think that's an I'm Lango pride, and I'm happy to be Lango, by the way.
Well, that's beautiful, Yubu.
Yeah.
Enlighten us on your background, on your family background. How many you in the family? What type of family do you come from? I don't know why many people always talk about when they talk about family.
Mm.
Most people, by the way, it is few that I hear they talk about humble background, but most love associating to poor background and the rest of the stuff. Would you mind enlightening us on your family
Um,
background?
I'm one person who is from my total poor background,
Okay,
someone who fought his way through.
okay,
I'm in a family of four siblings, including me,
okay.
where we have a sister who is the firstborn, then my brother that followed me, then our last born.
Then your last born.
Yeah.
Wow, beautiful. Did you grow up on the side of your? Did you experience what they call a single motherhood, something? Because when you say
Yeah,
a poor background, it
I,
gets kind of related.
I did.
Mm,
I'm actually one person who grew up missing parental love,
okay,
not because my mother didn't love me,
okay.
but I just realized that there's a reason why when she gave birth to me, because she told me when she gave birth to me, I cried a lot.
Okay.
So I just realized that maybe the reason why I cried a lot was because God had put in me that I'm born into the world of rejection, the world of undermining, the world of suffering. So that was a sign of something that I wouldn't expect, but I later got into it and I had to realize by myself, and the mere fact that I was raised into the line of, you see how I got the name Yubu.
Mm,
I was given that name by the midwife who actually helped my mom deliver, who said because the way this boy suffered, he needs to be given the name Yubu because
Yubu.
Yubu suffered in the Bible.
Yes.
So that's how I got the name.
Mhm.
So I always get the courage from that. So I was telling you about the parental love because I grew up hustling. I did a lot of things on the street. I'm someone who had a lot of chapati points. I sold nuts in a cup.
That
You know,
one
I
I
was
know.
with you.
I
You
know
were
that one.
making these tire shoes out of
I
tires,
know.
car tires. Used to. I just did a lot of things. I sold jolly jars where I could make them and put them in soda bottles and then sell it at 100 shillings dry season.
Can I ask, is this background that you come from, reason as to why you are who you are today? Because
Y-
me, that has
Mm,
grown with you,
mm,
if I see you today, I say glory be to God. Because I know, at least I'm privileged to have grown in the same community with you as a brother. And seeing you now, there's a reason as to why I have to say God is great. Uh, could this be one of the things that have fueled you? I've always put that hunger and hope in you or something?
One thing I did,
Mm,
I am someone who believe a lot in myself,
okay.
and sometimes I think maybe there's a reason, a purpose as to why I was born, of which is still running in my mind that
Mm,
getting to work at Parliament, I'm not surprised about it.
okay.
Maybe there is some change God wants me to do, then I will die. That will come to pass.
Mhm.
Uh, because if you look at the way I've survived, it's really a story to tell that tells itself to people who know me. Even there's so much people see that people thought that maybe they connected. There's a reason as to why I got to them, because these are not people you just wake up and go to them.
Yeah.
You get to them when they have seen some knowledge in you.
There should be a
So
link.
so what linked me to them maybe something that discovered in me that me I didn't know. Because there are things that I don't expect them. I just find myself, when you ask me, Yubu, how did you make it? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, because I also just find myself in them. So that's one that's having God's favor. You see, the most important thing that a person needs to have is God's favor. Once you have God's favor, then the next thing you need is supposed to be patience and respect. When you have those three things, you can conquer. Because not every day is going to be a soft life. There are two things. You see, destiny. Let me tell you, I don't believe that to be successful you need to come from a very rich family. Because I'm not one. You know yourself,
I
the
know.
level you have reached, you know where we came from. Because if you are to listen to stories of like Mike Mukula, the father was the mother was a teacher. The hotel where you know what the father of Honorable Samengola used to do. Olanya, the one who mentored me, you know what the father used to do. So all these people, like check for example, like the president. His father was just someone in taking care of cows.
When you mentioned the late Honorable Jacob Olanya, rest in peace, may his soul rest in peace, you spiked something in my brain. And we were living with you here.
Yeah.
You know that one.
Mm.
And all of a sudden, Yubu disappeared in the name of schooling. Yubu did not come back. More or less like this song, Ogwa Werna Mpedo Nduogo. I think that's how you disappeared from later.
No,
For you, you went in the. Me, let me tell my part first. There's a way you disappeared in a schooling way, and you did not come back. And then from nowhere, I've been hearing about. I started hearing now your relationship with the late uh, Honorable Jacob.
Dogo, one thing with me,
Mm.
associating with everyone, not talking with everyone, does not make you my friend.
Okay.
Because I looked at my background or the relatives,
Mm.
I had no one that had gone beyond where I am now.
Mm.
So I just thought of it that maybe I suffered, maybe because my parents didn't make the real friends.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have the chance to change the history. How? You see, the friends we make right now
Mm.
is the connection that our children will have.
True.
There's no way you're going to give birth, have a child, and your child will suffer when you know Yubu is up there, the speaker. Of
Yeah.
course, you'll be say, okay, I have somewhere I can send, and
Run
I
to.
can't see your kid. Your kid is going to be someone like when it comes to my office, they don't tell the person, go back, I'll give you a call, and say, please have a seat. You get? So
Mm.
how you relate with people matters, and the
True.
topic, the discussions you have with people matters. You
True.
understand?
True.
So I didn't disappear, but I was looking for life,
You're looking for
and the
life.
person who got me
Mm.
knew the kind of life I was living,
Mm.
discovered the capability depending on on the discussions we used to have.
Mm.
That is the few things that brought me to where I am. And also I'm confident, I have the manners, I respect, I'm hardworking. Though however I'm also aggressive. If I want something,
You want it.
I want it. As long as it does not harm
The
anybody.
way I'm praying that you should be wanting a private jet, I want to see that that
Now now
movement.
now you see now that one has never been my wish. Dogo, there
Mhm.
is, you see, God works in a mysterious way.
True.
There's a reason why people pray to God and God does not answer.
True. True. True.
Why? Because you're asking for worldly things that does not praise the kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
What you need to ask from God once is life,
Yes.
what to eat, and to pick your name from the book of death and put in the book of life. Because now if you focus on asking for a car, jet, you will be asking that. Me, I'll kneel down, I say, God, give me what to eat.
True.
You see? Now, by the time I'm asking what to eat and you're asking bigger, even God himself wants only 10% from you. You get?
Mm.
So it's something simple. My dream is to come to pass,
Okay.
and I'm working on that. As long as I will not hurt anyone.
Would you mind letting us know? Can you let us know your relationship with the late, how it had been? Basically, I'm so much interested of how you guys met.
No, how we met.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long story that we may not have it
We can
time
shorten
to.
it. Just we
Now,
can
you
have a
see,
brief
to
about
make
it.
it interesting and you get the point, we can't shorten a story. Because I
Okay.
will have to skip the gap. There are a few things you won't, because there's every activity that has pushed to the next step. So I
Okay.
can't cut them off and bring from here. And then if you're going to Kampala, you don't just jump.
Okay.
You get? So that one is a story. But all I can tell you is he was a good man,
Okay.
father, a brother, a boss, and everything. Someone I treasured so much.
And someone who has done a lot in your
Someone who
life.
has done a lot in my life and to very many people. That is one person that all Ugandans and the whole world miss.
True.
Yeah.
Yubo, if you were to give advice to the fellow youth that are going through things that you have gone through, you know, when I say that, when you get back to our days in Chukatat, the days in Kakoge, try to find a way, not even going to school, but betting if they're going to chase you or not. What advice would you give to such a youth?
Dogo, life is a risk.
Okay.
To be successful, you need to risk. Because success is behind your fear. So a real man, you should be ready to handle trouble, no matter what kind it is.
Okay.
You get?
Mm.
So what I can tell you is, um, the young people who are out,
Mm.
the first thing is you need to change the cycle
Oh,
you're
friends.
going to be in. I don't mean you should hate them,
Mm.
but you should set a class, something, because no one else is going to come and fight for your future. Your parents really did good to give birth to you. You see, all of us were born without our permission. Now the future lies in our hands.
True.
You get? So it is now us to make sure that we know what is good for me. You know what is good for you. I know what is good for me. At the end, it has to make the choice for our own. You get?
True.
If you choose to say, okay, I want to be like you, but then you have to follow the footstep.
Of Yubo.
What did you do this? However, there's some footstep if you overfollow, you blunder. Because I also am nice, but I have a motto: you scratch my back, I scratch
Scratch your
yours.
back. You do
So you
me,
have
I
to
do you.
you need to be very careful. And there are some things that I survive that might kill someone. So there again, that is why
Someone needs to be careful about
someone needs
it.
to be careful.
I was also telling somebody that the train, the train of them, because if you remember our days when Facebook Zero came, you get it. You find that even marketing your song is very hard. You're going to like somebody's photo. When somebody has posted something, you don't know whether it's a tree, whether it's a what. If it's a girl, you just say beautiful. You don't know what they have posted. You get it. And social media had just started. There were CDs. I remember you buying CDs and going to raise production and the stuff and all that. The type of videos. You know your first video. I don't want to bring it out. I don't want to talk about it. But right now, the generation of now, they are having things like red. We had never seen the cameras like red. Um, you see a person with one song is now winning a Grammy. So things have changed over time. That what you guys might have faced those days, like I agree with you. Uh, if we are to make it exactly what you have gone through, they might not survive now because a lot of things have changed.
One thing I can tell you about internet.
Mm,
Internet is making 95% of people live a life they are not.
they are not.
Because internet does a lot of things.
Okay.
So you may be good at doing something using the
Of
internet.
recent, I've even introduced AI,
Yes, I know that's artificial something.
intelligence. Yeah.
So now that is what is going. Trust me, with time,
Mm.
education is going to become useless because there are very many people who have graduated with the IT, what is it called?
Yeah, IT.
IT,
Mm.
and then now the challenge is I'm not a person of internet so much
Mm.
because me I don't go digital, I go analog. That is where you become a professional. When you see people who are very bright in school, they are not good
Sure.
at work. Now another thing, you can be a perfect man in office,
Mm.
but when you're home, you're very weak in handling family affairs. That is why very many successful rich directors, PAs have their women cheating with their borders because they're as good as they are in their offices,
At home.
but at home they don't know what to do. They think the profession is supposed to be carried. You get?
I get
So
it.
those are a few different things.
Hmm.
That is why at the end you're going to find out that we are living fake life. We are not living our
The
life. We
reality.
don't know what to do. Now,
Now,
what if one thing? That's why now we are suffering. Why? Because if there's no internet, some people can't work. If you don't have data in your phone, you feel like you're not comfortable. Let's go digital. Let's go
analog,
analog. Let's look for the friends we had.
and see if we can go there.
Simple.
Now, you make me want to ask you this question: how do you handle your fame? I should say you're famous. I am
Yeah,
glad that. That's why at a point I was telling you when I see you, sometimes, for example, like yesterday, if you had not blinked the headlamp more than twice, I was just going to walk. You get it
yeah.
because um, I don't care whether you branch or greet me or you greet me. I'm just grateful for where God has put you in. So I wanted to know, how do you handle your personal life, because either you want it or not, there are things that has to remain personal. How do you handle your personal life with this fame?
Jogo, one thing with me, I don't accept and I don't tolerate unprofessional behaviors.
Okay.
And I don't allow anything that disrespects me or affect my personal businesses or harm anyone around me.
Okay.
And then two, I live me. I am me. I have only one life to live.
Okay.
Unless there is another life that no one has ever told me about. I have
Okay.
one life to live. I am still the Yubu you knew. I
Okay.
am still the local Yubu you knew. But I know how to live in a society. I first need to understand what kind of people I'm living with.
Okay.
That's why you may see me always next to the bosses, these big people,
Mhm.
because I know what to live with them. Then the people who overmove with them are always messing up. But what I can tell to my brother, these big people are very sensitive.
Mm.
The more you stay close to them, is the more you become useless to them. But then also to get them around you, you need to do something that attracts
That
them.
attracts them to come.
Because you're not going to be going to these are busy people. There
I
are
get it.
very many people looking for them.
Mm.
You understand?
I get it.
Yeah. But if I was in that life, I wouldn't be seated here. Why? I have the money.
Okay.
I have the car. I can be in my car.
BM something.
I can go and sit somewhere. But
Mhm.
because I want to go analog, I
Mhm.
come, I be with my people. Even if I don't give them money. But my staying with them, I'm flashing back to my life. When I go back to Kampala, I
This is
miss
this is
home.
so beautiful. And recently, I think that was I don't know if that was last year or when I happened to see on social media something popped up like a poster of you being an honorable member of parliament. At first, I heard about a laptop, and then it took some, I think, a fortnight and something. Then I saw Lira City East or something like that.
My
My
brother,
brother.
now,
Mm-hmm.
those are people's
No,
wish.
those are people's wish.
People wish. When someone sees something in you,
Okay.
when people see what you don't see,
Mm,
then there is sign of something big.
okay.
Now, this is the right time for the people around me and those ones who are not around me
Mm.
to start preparing themselves for something big.
For something big.
For something big.
Now, I'm going to go direct. I was fearing because, as much as I have grown with you,
Mm.
as much as we're almost the same age, we are age mate. I have remembered some word you said. They are personal and professionalism. That's why I was still moving, moving this way. I
Mm.
needed to come to the point direct. Yubo, are you going to run in for a member of parliament in the coming election of 2026?
That one, I'll let you know with time. We still have a year to resign. I
Mm-hmm.
still have a few things to fix up and there.
Okay.
So I'll give you the feedback when the time comes.
Okay. Let me go personal. I don't want it for the interest of the viewers. Let me go personal. Should I be ready? Should I prepare my room? Should I prepare my house for something
But
that's
of
gonna come
course,
big?
as the way I know you,
Mm-hmm.
you're always prepared. The way I know you're always prepared.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Yubu, and you shouldn't be scared because this is the man that has brain, and that is how he answers. It is now upon you to understand if it is a yes or a no, because this is my brother. That is how I have always known him of answering. I was with Lieutenant, retired Lieutenant Opioba. I was with him on the same show on Destiny Show. For those of you who are watching, some of you who have subscribed might have watched him. I asked Lieutenant. Lieutenant was telling me about the story how he entered his journey to entering the military. Is joining Museveni, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni as a young at a young age of 19, and then I asked him because he was telling me that His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni was a very close friend to the late former president, Dr. Apollo Obote. But there were some people in the middle that had created something that separated them. Now, we came into somewhere where I was asking him if he had met the president or wished to meet the president. Then he was telling me, I asked him, do you believe there are people near the president that makes it very hard for you to meet the president or for other people to meet the president? Trust me, the answer was similar to yours. Lieutenant was telling me, people say, after saying people say, he said that if it was in Buganda, he would have met the president. Would you take this as a yes or no?
I don't know. That was his own opinion.
It is the same.
Yeah,
Okay.
people have their opinion and they are entitled to it.
Okay.
As me,
Mm.
I also have my own opinion.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. That is my brother Yubu on the show today. Yubu, please, to the viewers outside there, it has been, by the way, a very interesting speech, a very amazing interview with you. I loved it because it has been even a long time. I don't know why you always pop up. You just pop up when you're not expected. That's why I had to make this interview come by force because I know getting you is a hard person. As much as you said you are being down to earth, I understand. But also, even if you're down to earth, the duties, the work duties, the shadows will not understand. You always have to be there. Remember, you're a professional person that should always be there. So, any word to the viewers outside there? It's going to be a long time, I think, from now that I'm going
Yeah,
to
but
see you. Because
what
maybe
I
you will
can tell the
fly, maybe you'll come
viewers,
back and all that.
what I can tell the viewers,
Mm,
that is only that one,
mm,
I'm the person,
mm,
If you get me anywhere,
mm,
do not hesitate to reach out to me because I'm all yours and I'm here at your service.
mm,
You need to inquire to know something about Yubu, about life.
mm.
I'm available. But then, I want to tell you, come to me to tell me things that will add value to our life, not for your personal gains. Because I will not tolerate. As I told you, I don't do things that is harmful to me or affect my personal businesses.
Or people around you.
Yeah, or people around me. So what I can tell you is, I am the Yubu Nothing has changed. Maybe the dress code and the smartness has changed because I've been living a life of a hustle and I keep achieving daily due to being aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
But that's me.
And that's all.
But I can say I love you all.
All
And
right, ladies and gentlemen, that has been from my brother Yubu. Trust me, I've never heard a comfortable interview and enjoyed like I did today with my brother Yubu. When you listen to Yubu's story, by the way, yes, it is so amazing that his name relates to what is in the Bible. It's so amazing that today we are glad to know the reason as to why he was named Yubu. And as well, if you've been following the interview from the start, now you know that if you're out there, you don't need to give up. Now you know that if you're out there, you need to be aggressive. I think that's the word I'm going to go back with.
Yeah.
Being aggressive in anything I do. You need to be aggressive for what you want. You always need to go there. You always need to be determined. And you always need to be ready for opportunities, not the opportunities to be ready for you. My name is MC Dogo Destiny. And allow me to shout out to Whaler, Tiwasi Whaler behind the camera, my team, and of course Freaky behind the camera, Destiny Colors, and all of you watching, my team from Vintage Launch. Thank you so much. We love you and we love you so much. Thank you so much.
thanks to everyone from Kenya. We have very many from Kenya watching us.
Okay. Oh, thank you to those in Kenya and also Addis Ababa. There's a man who's always following us. He's a Luo, by the way, from Southern Sudan. He goes by the name Celestino Ongom. Celestino, thank you so much. And as well as Latin Pro, all the way from Southern Sudan. Thank you so much for the love. Keep the flag high. We love you guys so much. Don't tell... Yeah, I was not going to say, don't tell your boyfriend. But I love that song. Thank you so much. Bye.